Would you believe me if I told you one man nearly took down the most dominant team in modern NBA history? The Golden State Warriors, 67 wins, 16-1 in the playoffs, a juggernaut led by Curry and Durant. Impossible to beat, right? Well, 2018 MVP James Harden didn't care about impossible. With the Houston Rockets at his back, he was on a mission to pull off the unthinkable. Let me show you how close he came. The 2017 to 2018 season marked a turning point for the Houston Rockets. They made a bold statement by trading for veteran point guard Chris Paul, a move that screamed, "We're coming for you, Golden State." The message was loud and clear, and the Rockets wasted no time proving their intent. The season opener set the tone, as Houston edged out the Warriors in a thrilling 122-121 victory on October 17, 2017. From there, they caught fire, going on an impressive 14-game win streak early in the season. The Rockets finished with a staggering 65 wins, the best record in franchise history, and the league's top seed. Leading the charge was James Harden, who had a season for the ages. He captured regular season MVP honors, a scoring title with 30.4 points per game, and added 8.8 assists while shooting 45% from the field. Whether you loved or hated this team, one thing was undeniable. They were laser-focused on their mission. Houston's fast-paced, three-point-heavy offense revolved around Harden's brilliance. His isolation plays, fearless drives to the basket, and ability to draw fouls were the lifeblood of their system. Critics questioned the heavy usage of Harden on the ball, but with 65 wins, it was hard to argue against the results. Beyond scoring, Harden also showed his ability to make his teammates better, as evidenced by his impressive 8.8 assists per game. This team was dominating every game. Harden's MVP-level performances and the Rockets' relentless pace made them look unstoppable. As the playoffs approached, they had all the momentum and confidence to back it up. But could Harden's historic season and Houston's three-point-heavy style withstand the intensity of the postseason? The highs of the season set the stage for the ultimate test, and the answer was about to reveal itself. If there's one thing James Harden made sure during the 2017 to 2018 season, it's that he was in complete control. His MVP campaign was full of unforgettable moments, starting with back-to-back 51-point games against the Lakers and Clippers on December 20th and 22nd. Those performances were jaw-dropping enough, but Harden wasn't done. His crowning achievement came on January 30th, 2018, when he dropped an incredible 60-point triple-double against the Orlando Magic. 60 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. A single game that put his name in the history books and reminded everyone why he was the frontrunner for MVP. It wasn't just about a few big nights either. Harden's dominance was consistent throughout the season. He averaged 30.4 points, 8.8 assists, and 5.4 rebounds per game, leading the league in scoring and securing the scoring title. He had 11 games where he scored over 40 points, 4 where he broke the 50-point barrier, and of course, the unforgettable 60-point game. These weren't empty numbers either. They were pivotal in the Rockets' 65-win season and top seed in the Western Conference. Harden's ability to break down defenses, hit step-back threes, and control the pace of the game made him unstoppable. But could all those regular season highs translate to playoff success? That was the question on everyone's mind. The answer, however, would come soon enough. When the 2018 playoffs began, James Harden wasted no time reminding everyone why he was the league MVP. The Rockets cruised through the first 2 rounds of the Western Conference, taking down both the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Utah Jazz in just 5 games each. Harden set the tone early in both series, dropping a series-high 44 points in Game 1 against the Timberwolves and following it up with 41 points in Game 1 against the Jazz. It was clear, Harden and the Rockets were locked in and ready for the challenge ahead. Houston stuck to the style of play that defined their regular season success. Fast-paced, high-volume three-point shooting with Harden orchestrating the offense. Critics questioned whether his isolation-heavy style, with its step-back threes and heavy ball usage, could translate into postseason success. Even the late Kobe Bryant famously stated, "That style of play will never win you championships." But the Rockets weren't concerned about style points. They were winning, and that's all that mattered. Every game was a reminder of the mission they had set out to accomplish. With 2 rounds behind them and their confidence building, Harden and the Rockets were one step closer to their ultimate goal, taking down the mighty Golden State Warriors. The showdown everyone had been waiting for was finally here. Would Houston's system, fueled by Harden's brilliance, be enough to dethrone the most dominant team in the league? It was time to find out. The much-anticipated Western Conference Finals began on May 14, 2018, with James Harden setting the tone early. He came out blazing, dropping 41 points and dishing out 7 assists in Game 1. However, even with his strong performance, it wasn't enough to overcome a Golden State Warriors team stacked with star power. The series quickly turned into a fierce back-and-forth battle. Houston answered with a critical win in Game 2, and after splitting Games 3 and 4 at Oracle Arena, the series was tied 2-2. Game 5 on May 24th was a pivotal moment. Houston, playing in front of their home crowd, pulled off a gutsy victory to go up 3-2 in the series. For the first time in the Durant-Curry era, the Warriors were down in a playoff series and 1 game away from elimination. But the Rockets' triumph came at a cost. Late in the 4th quarter, Chris Paul went down with a hamstring injury, an injury that would prove devastating for Houston's hopes. Without Paul, the Rockets fought valiantly in Game 6, but couldn't hold on to their 17-point lead. Golden State's Klay Thompson erupted, hitting 9 three-pointers to swing the game and force a decisive Game 7. On May 28th, the stage was set for one of the most heartbreaking losses in Rockets history. Despite leading by as many as 15 points, Houston went ice-cold from beyond the arc, missing 27 consecutive three-point attempts and finishing an abysmal 1 for 30 from deep in that duration. Harden's 32 points kept them competitive, but the Warriors ultimately prevailed, winning 101-92 and advancing to the finals, where they would sweep the Cavaliers. This series highlighted how close the Rockets came to pulling off the impossible. A 17-point lead in Game 6, a 15-point lead in Game 7, and a chance to dethrone one of the greatest teams ever. It all slipped away. The injury to Chris Paul left a lingering what-if over the series, but one thing was certain. The Rockets pushed the Warriors to their limit, something no other team could claim during that era. So, all in all, the Rockets had 2 golden opportunities, a 17-point lead in Game 6 and a 15-point lead in Game 7, against one of the most talented teams in NBA history, and they let both slip away. Houston's game plan, which revolved around fast-paced, three-point heavy offense, proved effective all season long. But the devastating injury to Chris Paul in Game 5 left a glaring hole in their lineup. Paul was not just a playmaker. He was the glue that kept the Rockets' offense cohesive and the team focused under pressure. Even so, James Harden and the Rockets pushed the Warriors to the brink. They forced a Game 7 against a team that would go on to sweep LeBron James and the Cavaliers in the finals. The 2017-2018 Warriors were widely considered unbeatable, yet Houston came closer than anyone to dethroning them. It took heroics from Klay Thompson in Game 6 and a team comeback in Game 7 for Golden State to survive. Yes, the 2019 Warriors eventually fell, but it came with the caveat of Kevin Durant's injury. The Rockets, on the other hand, built their 2017-2018 roster with one purpose: to take down the Golden State Dynasty. And they almost did, led by MVP James Harden and his historic season. Houston's near miss remains one of the great what-ifs in NBA history. And that's how the 2017-2018 Houston Rockets came agonizingly close to taking down the Dynasty. A team built to defy the odds, led by an MVP in James Harden, and moments away from rewriting history. But sometimes, even brilliance falls short. What do you think? Was this Rockets team the greatest to never win a title? Could things have turned out differently if Chris Paul had stayed healthy, or if even a couple of those threes had dropped in Game 7? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe for more stories like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.